Okay, so this is going to be the start of me trying to open a print-on-demand shop. Um, as of right now, I'm thinking I'm gonna do Printify attached to Etsy, and my uh, first thing I want to put in my shop is some puzzles. So um, I've already kind of started, and it's been a little bit of a difficult process. So I'm kind of wanting to document it. That's why I'm making this video. But I'm kind of going to bring everybody along with me in my attempt to open an Etsy shop. This is kind of day one. I've only been working on it for like an hour and a half before I started recording this. So I'm not too far ahead of anybody else that might want to start. Um, but yeah, I'm just going to kind of document my process and what I learn along the way, and might break down some videos, into smaller, more streamlined videos. But as of right now, it's probably going to be a pretty long video because I've found it's not too easy. But I guess maybe if anybody's watching this, we'll learn together for a little bit here. So far, what I have is I do have an Etsy shop created. I do have a Printify account made, so we'll kind of start here, um, and then kind of go from there. I'm going to use AI to um, create my images. I don't really need anything in Etsy because I don't have anything to put on Etsy yet, but kind of this is going to be the idea of the images that I'm going to make. This is what I've started with. I've made an octopus underwater. My current picture that I've made so far is, give me a second here, I'll pull it over, is this one. Um, and I found that this was the image that I created, uh, but doing AI, it only will do a one-to-one format. So then I've had to figure out how to put it in different formats because uh, in these, it's not really a standard format. Like a 16 by 9 or a 3 by 4 or anything like that. It's kind of a weird format. So um, I've had to learn how to change the sizes because this one is one size. This one is 8700 by 5768. Then like the 50 piece or the 520 piece is different from the 1014, and then 252 is different from the 110. So they're all a little bit different, and the standard one by one was really like cutting off part of his head and some of his arms. These that I've made have been pretty good. But I've actually made different sizes. This is just one size. I've made a different size for each one of these so far, and that's how far I've made it. Anything beyond that, we're about to learn together. But so far, I have created this image in a 1 by 1 ratio, and I have resized it to Photoshop, doing the different dimensions it gives me for each of these different piece puzzles. So that's where I'm at. I'm going to completely delete this because I just found the dimensions to be right. So I'm going to delete this and start over and upload each picture size to each puzzle size, and then I will have one listing done. But I need to make a description, I need to do keywords, I need to do things like that. I'm going to do all that through AI. And my hope is by the end of this, which still may be a couple hours, but will be to have one full listing on Etsy, from Printify over to Etsy, shops connected, everything like that. And then I'll at least have the knowledge of how to do it, so then I can go create more and have a lot more done quicker. Like I said, so far I've been working on this for a couple hours, and this is as far as I've made it. So nothing great, but I'm just going to completely delete this, and we're going to start again. So again, I'm in Printify. I'm going to browse products. I'm going to do puzzle. And I have done a little bit of research. This Spoke Custom Products, I have heard, is not a great puzzle maker, and they only have 120, 252, and 500 piece puzzles. Uh, District Photo, just from what I've read online, is a better manufacturer, and they have the four sizes: 110, 252, 520, and 1014. They start at $7.46. So these other ones, this does have a metal thing, and it starts at $16. This one has a box, and it starts at $28. So I feel like that's just too much. $28 is a starting price. I think is just too much. People have said that District Photo is decent, so I'm just going to start here, and we'll go from here. So, yeah, that's where I'm at, and here we go. My dog's playing in the background. I've got coffee brewing in the background. It's 7 a.m. here, so it's kind of getting started. Yeah, here we go. I'm going to design. Go from say it should show, okay, product variants. So I'm going to do this is one of 8 variants, but I only need 4. I don't know what the different. Okay, these are vertical. So you just want to do horizontal. Horizontal is obviously the wide side will be on the horizontal plane. Instead of vertical where it's taller than wide. So we're gonna do these. Okay, I don't know why that I just did that. Okay, so it says one provider, District Photo. So that's my District Photo. One provider, one provider, one provider. So all these will come from District Photo. They're all horizontal. These are my costs. Okay, so that's what I want. So update. Okay. There we go. Add design from. So we got my library. I just need to delete all these. Yeah, let's just delete all these. That way I can show you guys how to do it. We're gonna delete all these. Start from the beginning. This will take Photoshop. I'm sure there's other ways to do it, but I was trying to stretch and I was trying to crop, and stretching just made it ugly, and cropping made it the sides cut off and things like that. So the way I've found to do it so far is Photoshop. I did create the image in AI, and then I upscaled it using Upscale, UPCAYL. And I have downloaded the I don't know if this is Photo Magic. I don't think this is it. UPSCAYL. Upscale. I didn't mean to hit .com. Okay, let's just Google it. UPSCAYL. Okay, Upscale right there. So it's upscale.org. This is what I got, and it actually worked freaking amazingly, and it's free. So I did have to download it right here and put it on my computer, but yeah, it's worked awesomely. The image that I created in AI was pretty small and rough, and it created this thing, or it upscaled it to where I can zoom in on this thing so far. Like whereas before, if I would have zoomed into about like maybe right there, it would have started getting pretty blurry. But you can see even over in like this area how this is, I don't know, this was just an AI generated image, and it looks like that's really made out of some kind of like mosaic tile or something. It's really, it's upscaled this image crazily. I was very impressed by that. So yeah, upscale will upscale your images after you create them with AI, but they come out in a 1:1 ratio, which is what this is right now. And we're taking them into other ratios, which is like what this is right now. But you can see in some of these other ones that I've made, like this one here is where I started out. You can see the fish is cut off up here, and the arms are cut off and things like that, and it's just blurry. It's like how blurry that is as soon as you zoom in. That was just a terrible thing, but that's my standard image, and now I'm trying to just change the sizes without losing like the fish up here and the details and things like that. So these were things that I did that I've messed up on. So we're going to go back and we're going to change these together now, which it looks good like this. Once I make it longer, it is going to stretch it out a little bit. It doesn't look quite as good, but I mean, for a puzzle that's going on Etsy, it looks fine. So I don't want to get too crazy with it. I do feel like, I'm going to make my products as good as I can, and that's maybe what will set me apart from a couple other people. But at the same time, I can't just go absolutely wild, because I just, I figure I'll spend a little bit extra time on my first one, and then the other ones will get a little bit easier. So again, we're back here. This is something similar to what I was making, but mine's just a little bit different. Looking at some most solds and things like that, and it seems this octopus is a good place to start. So we're gonna add this design from my device. It shows down here in the bottom that we want a print area of 8700 by 5768. So to do that, we are going to open Photoshop. That's what we need first, is Photoshop. Open Photoshop, and we are going to change our scaling of our image. What I'll probably do, in order to not have a 3-hour long video or whatever, is I'll probably do this one, stop it, upload that video, upload another, then continue where I left off. I will try to put some timestamps in these, but as of whatever. So where are these at? Let me see if I can. These are all right here. These are all tests. I'm just going to delete these. This is my original. It is 37.4 megabytes, so it's already been upscaled. Yeah, it was upscaled to something crazy. Like, goodness, it was upscaled to, let's see, where, yeah, upscale. When I went to upscaled images, the original image, which I'll probably delete that other one that I was just looking at too. What happened here? I don't know what just happened. I don't know why that stretched out like that. Oh, great. We're getting some kind of an error. Oh, I think probably because of how big it was. So you hit properties, and yeah, this thing is 698 megabytes for this image, which is just absolutely nuts. But it upscaled the crap out of it from 34 megabytes to 700. Made it just look absolutely beautiful. So that is what I'm going to try to do. We'll try to open that one and downsize it and change the aspect of it at the same time. So we're going to open, go into upscale, and then this one right here. It probably might take a minute because, like I said, a freaking 700 megabyte image. That is 16,000. So yeah, so 16,000 width and height. So what we are gonna do is we're gonna image and image size. We don't want these linked, because if they're linked, then if I do this one at 500, it will do the other ones at 500. So we're going to unlink them. That way you can change them independently. That coffee should be done in just a second. Uh, so it says 8700 by 5768 is what we need the first one. So 8700 by, what did it say, 5768? 5768. 5768. Okay. But doing it at 96 pixels per inch is going to make it 143 megabytes. The biggest we can do is 100 megabytes. So we need to downscale this just a little bit. So we'll make it, let's try 80. Okay, so 80 makes it 99.7. So that's perfect. But then it changed it 7250 by 48. Dimensions. Fit to custom. So how, let me see, what was that? 8700, 5768. 8700, and that's 5768. 5768. Okay, I don't know why that went. Okay, so this is why I am recording this, because I keep doing stuff like this and nothing stays. 75. So why is it so 60? We're gonna do we'll do 60. Staying at 60. Okay, 60 is 20 under. So now let's go back to 8700. It's going to be too much, so let's go 50. Okay, 8700 by 5768. Why does it keep going to 143? Why? Well, so I can go 7. $8,700 with 5768. Oh no, I did not mean to hit OK. Oh, goodness gracious. Goodness gracious. Okay, let's just close this and try again. I don't know why see, and that's what's just so annoying, because it was working earlier just fine, where I would take something, this is my upscaled image, where I would take something and I could change it to the dimensions, and it would say, okay, the file size now, the megabytes, is a little bit too big, and then I could just take down the pixels per inch in that same dimension, and it would just lower the file size. So I would create the file size, then I would look at the dimensions. And okay, let's try this again. Image size. The original image size is 768 megabytes. Those are pixels, inches, blah 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 blah. 8700. See, then we can add, this has to be length, so 5768. Okay. That's pixels a centimeter, pixels an inch. So So I'm not sure what to do here, because if I take this and change it to 80, okay, I don't know what resample is. Auto resolution, fit to auto. it changes it. Why does it change it to 80 pixels an inch? Why does it change it? I just want it to stay. Okay, 70. 8700. 5768. Okay. But still, so it's a lower resolution. It's a lower resolution. It's a lower resolution. And keeping it the same size. Okay. So at 58.3, it's 99 megabytes. And as soon as I do that, even at a lower resolution, it still says 143. So I don't understand why I can't get a lower resolution in the same size. Let's say by linear. I don't know why it changes it. Automatic. It was doing it right earlier. Preserve details. Smoother enlargement. 8700. 5768. 60. I don't know why it keeps changing it. Okay, I'm stuck. So I'm going to pause for a second and make some coffee and see if I can figure this out. Okay, well, 20 minutes later, I've got some iced coffee, and I think I figured it out, but yeah, I don't understand Photoshop too well. This is all still kind of new to me, but 8700 by 5768, I believe is, yeah, I did some YouTube to try to figure out what was going on. But back to this, where's, yeah, 8700 by 5768 is the dimensions that we want. The print area size, 8700, 5768, 300 DPI. Or 100 megabytes is what we need. So it is saying that 8700 by 5768, the resolution is 300 pixels per inch, and it's going to make it 143 megabytes. So if we take this down lower, it will make the picture smaller. We'll have to stretch it back out, that's what I don't understand. I don't know why we can't just get the resolution that it will end up being once we stretch it back out. But anyway, so we'll take this to, we'll say 250. That makes it 99.7, right under 100. So that makes it smaller than 8700 by 5768, which is stupid. I mean, I understand that, but I don't understand why I can't just stretch it back out. But whatever. So yeah, we're going to do it like that, which makes our megabytes good. Our ratio will still be right. Our aspect ratio will still be right. So we hit OK. There's our picture. Now you see it's a wider instead of a square. It's wide, which it still looks good. It still looks good that way. It did look better square, but it still looks good that way. The next one that I create, I'm going to try to create in close to the proper aspect ratio, because like I said, each of the different puzzles have different aspect ratios. So I'm going to create one that's not square if I can, but I think the AI that I use makes all the images square, so I'm just going to try to make one that might not look bad stretched, I guess. We'll see how that works. I'm just wanting to get this one done for now, that way I can say I have one done. But so there is the picture stretched. We're going to save as, and then this one is going to be, I've made a little file here for or a little folder for finished puzzles, but where did I put it? AI created images, finalize images. So let's delete this. And we're going to save this as, I'm not sure which size this is going to be for. I don't know if this one is for, so we're going to say 8700 by 5768, even though it's not. We're just going to save this as 8700 by 5768. Okay. Octopus 8700 by 5768, because that's what it's supposed to be, so that's the one that's going to go in the slot for. I'm going to save it as the largest file size. I don't know why it says the large file size is the fastest saving when the small file size is the slowest saving. Save the smallest PNG from over 100 possibilities. I mean, it's under 100 megabytes, so we're just going to save it. Okay. So anyways, we go back now, and we're going to upload this file that should fit in this box. Might have to stretch it out a little bit because it is, but at least the aspect ratio should be right. So give that a second to upload. Like I said, it might have to stretch it out a little bit. It might not be correct, but as far as the up and down and over and side to side should all be correct. We'll figure it out here in just a second. Tell you what, I need to make a how-to on iced coffee, because if there's one thing I can get right, it's my freaking iced coffee. Make it so good every time. Okay. Okay. Okay, so as you can see, it doesn't look right, but that's because it's not the right one over here. So if I pick the 1014, it should be perfect. So looking at it, you've got these little, like this is the line to cut off, and then in between here is like the bleed line. So you're supposed to have it over this bleed line anyway. So you want to make it a little bit bigger just in case, which I could make it a little bit smaller, which I do believe there's an option for like stretching it to fit or something like that. But yeah, you can see for the 110 it's not the right size, so we're gonna have to make a different size for the 110. 252 make a different size, 520 make a different size. The 1014, it does fit the 1014. This is the 8700 by 5768. So, so let's add design, print area. Okay, so should be that. So the 520, make a specific design. Currently adding the default design. Okay, so we want to make it a specific design. So there. Make a specific design for this one, which will be this one. So maybe right here's my stretches. So I think that if I hit fit to placeholder, fill to placeholder, so I would want to fit to the placeholder, which actually is pretty perfect. Yeah, pretty perfect. I think that would be. See, we can bring this in. Probably wouldn't want to do that. We'd want to do. What's my up and down look like? Oh no. Oh no. Okay, so. Oh, this is where it gets really annoying. Like, Like, really, does it have to be this hard? Okay. And so I don't know what I even did there. But okay, my sides look great. Okay, a little bit of white. Now see that top, that white around the top. If I hit fill, it goes all the way back outside where I didn't want it in the first place. Oh my goodness. Okay. Okay, right click makes a little hand that grabs it all. Left click just moves the image slowly. I have to click it and then wait for it to grab it or something. Hell, I don't know. Click the little hand. It's not grabbing the image now. It's grabbing the whole thing. Okay. It's so frustrating sometimes. So we've got cropping. We've got pattern. Manual background removal. Flip. Fit. Okay. Fits. See, and that's where I try to take this little tiny sliver off, you know what I mean, just to make it perfect right on that edge of that border. And it's like, man, is it worth my time and the hassle of freaking doing this? But I hate, I'm just so freaking OCD that I want it gone. You know, I want it to be right inside there. I've spent all this time making it the right size. Like, why can't I just adjust it down just a little bit? It don't make no sense to me. And when I click it a million times and whatnot, it doesn't change anything. I hit this, and I click it, and I unhit this, and I see now it moves it again. And I get my little things here. Okay, let's just go little bits. And we want it right. Move there, right there. Is that it right there? Now see, I'm off at the top just a little bit. I'm off at the bottom just a little bit. Let's go out just a little. Okay, yeah, that's... Okay, so... I mean, now see, the problem is that it is inside the lines. It is inside, these cutoff lines. So it should be fine. Right? Right? I mean, wouldn't you think that these cutoff lines, because it says something about make sure that the bleed lines, make sure that it's completely outside the bleed lines. And that's what these little things are. The problem that I have seen looking at other people that have made puzzles and things is that they'll put their image on here, and then when their image is printed on the box, it will not have the full image. Like, the puzzle will start like down here, so when they're looking on the box, they're trying to find edges, and they're like, oh, there's supposed to be stuff up here, and it's not really there on the puzzle because the puzzle, is starting way down here or something like that. So I don't want to go too far outside. I just want it to be right at the bleed lines or whatever. I'm going to call that good. I think I would rather have it like that, and maybe even have a little bit of a white border, than to have it all the way outside here in the gray box area. I'm going to call this one good. I'm going to call this one good. So, yeah, and it says currently editing variant specific design. So this one, we're going to hit save product. Okay. So this is, we're going to add the back view. We're going to add this view. We're going to add this view, which looks nice. I don't like their box. Their box looks cheap to me, which this box doesn't look good. Doesn't look bad because it's an actual box. I think it's just maybe they're smaller ones. I'll come back and edit all this in a minute. But Yeah. Yeah, we're going to look at this because I have to do a listing, I have to do all this. I'm going to do this when I have all the other ones done. So we're going to save this as a draft. And that is one size. So let's go back to my products. I am going to edit the design, create an order, publish, replace, copy to. Okay. No, I want to edit. Okay. So now we got a 520. 520. Now I could, on this one, just, take this and stretch it. And on a lot of them I think I might if I, make something where the outer borders don't matter. But on this one, where I've stretched it like this, I feel like I lose too much that I want in there. Because I don't feel like that would be bad. Like I could just go with that and it'd be fine, I think. But all this over here I'm losing. I'm losing a lot over there. So we're going to change this one. And this one is going to be 6,300 by 5,100. So we're going back to Photoshop. We are going to go back to image and image size. And then we are going to go 6,300 by pixels. 6,300 by 5,100. Okay. And that took it to 91.9. It was 99.7, took it to 91.9. So we don't have to change the resolution or anything. So that should be fine. So we hit OK. And then we're going to save as, we're going to save this octopus. 6,300 by 5,100. Yeah, and it's always the first one that's the hardest, and then all the rest kind of fall in line after that. So hopefully that's the way it works. It took me 2 days to make this octopus, not because it's hard, but because AI is actually stupid. As smart as AI is right now, and as much whatever is all around AI and this and that, actually using it and trying to create an image. You can already see this is supposed to be an octopus, and it's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's like it's actually got 8 legs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 legs. Yeah, most of them, like there's legs coming off legs and other things with the octopus. This one actually looks pretty good. That's why I went with this one, but I've made quite a few other ones that it's like, oh man, that is not good. So it will be a trip. We'll make another one here in the next video. As soon as I get all these, I'm going to stop this video, and then we'll do another video for probably the listing part, and then another video for creating a new picture. Like I said, it's already been 40 minutes, so I don't want 3-hour videos. I don't know if anybody's going to watch these things anyway, but just so, even for myself, I don't have 3-hour videos. So anyway, add design, 6,300 by 5,100. That's this one, and then this one should fit a lot better once it's uploaded. I'll give it just a second here. And these are actually my first YouTube videos that I've ever made in Oakley. So we're kind of first for everything here. First for everything here. See how this goes. Come on. Add it to the library. Add my file to the library. Okay, and yeah, again, you can see it fits perfectly on the thing, but just a little bit big for the outside. So see if we can downscale this just a little bit. And I don't know why the other one's still in the background. Yeah, what this one, like, get out of here, dude. You know what I mean? I don't want to trash it, but I don't want to trash it. Can I just trash it on here? Mm. Okay, so let's see. Hopefully this works. Okay. That one. That looks pretty good because it's going to be, again, just the white border. It's going to either be huge, that huge, or just inside. And I think just inside is going to be the best because that's just a little bit of white. I don't think that's going to get printed anyway. That's just a little bit of white. But all in all, that looks like a good aspect ratio. It doesn't look too stretched out. I've still got my little fish in here for the most part. I think that looks good. So, see, and then currently editing the default design. I don't want to edit the default design. I want to make a specific product for this. And this is the one. Revert. Okay, so that one looks good. That one looks good. Okay, so this is the, I just hit save, right? I just hit save. Because I don't want to hit this add design. I've got that there. I hit save. Hit save. Just do it. Okay, I hit save. Okay. I hit save. All right. Again, this is my first one, so I'm just hoping that this is right. So we go back to edit design. We have hit save. This one, okay. See now, yeah, it does. It changes. So 87 by 57, 68 goes on that one, and then 63 by 51 goes on this one. It's got a little blue thing when I've got a design just for it. So this one. Now this one, see, I think I can just make it smaller, and it's still yeah, I don't like it. So okay, so what if we do that, and then what if we hit fill? Fill, fit. Yeah, no. Okay, we're gonna do another one. Okay. Make a specific design for this one. Okay, we're gonna do that. Add a design. We're gonna add a design, which is 43.95 by 34.50. Okay, 43.95, 34.50. So again, we go back here, image. 43.95 by 34.50. Okay, so now it took that all the way down to 43 megabytes. But the maximum that we can print is the maximum we can print is 300 DPI. So I don't know, because these are pixels per inch, so I don't think that matters. The DPI is different than PPI or whatever. So if I went 400, that's going to take it huge. I don't think I can. I think if I take the original picture, because it was so big. So let's close this and go back to the original. we're going to open, because we've been basically editing each of the edits. So if we go back to the original, which was upscale, if we go back to the original and take it back down to 43.95 by 34.50. 43.95, 34.50. And you can see like this one right here, how it's nice, and then that one's kind of stretched. But anyway, image, okay, image size, 43.95, 34.50. So I guess that still don't matter because it's still. Let's see, it still says 300 pixels per inch. What if I go 800 pixels per inch? 43.95. See, and that's where I don't get what the heck the 800 pixels per inch is. Because, okay, so then I want 8,000 pixels per inch is what I want. 43.95 by 34.50. So I guess maybe it's just one or the other. It's just one or the other because yeah, that 8,000 pixels per inch. Yeah, that's just not gonna matter. It's one or the other. Yeah. Okay. Whatever. I just don't understand. Like when you go to look at this, these puzzles should all be the same size as far as surface area. They're just less pieces, you know. They should all be the same size. So I don't understand why making this one a different dimension is, because it still says print area size. I guess maybe they are a little bit smaller. Yeah, I mean, I guess that makes sense. You know, 100-piece puzzle. I mean, a 100-piece puzzle could easily be the same size as a 1,000-piece puzzle. It's just bigger pieces. I mean, I wouldn't want a 100-piece puzzle if they're the same size puzzle pieces as a 1,000-piece. The point of it is being that they're bigger pieces so that it's easier to do. Right? I guess. I mean, I guess the small pieces that's just as hard as a big piece. It's just less pieces. I'm not a puzzle master. But anyway, okay, we're going to hit OK. We're going to hit OK. It takes our little guy here to this dimension. Then we're going to, oh, I didn't mean to hit save. Oh, goodness gracious. Please don't tell me I just overwrote that. Please don't tell me I just overwrote that. I just overwrote that. Okay, I hit Control Z. So I hit Control Z to undo. And I'm going to hit save. Control Z is undo. And as long as this is taken to save, it looks like I've put it back to its original size. Should be a, are you sure you want to overwrite this button? That was way too easy to just save right over my original and almost lose it. Yeah, this is definitely a big file for as long as it's taking to save. Okay, so anyway. What are we at time-wise? Was I muted the whole time? Photoshop, still saving. OBS. 50 minutes. We are going 50 minutes on this video. So I'm going to do this last one, and then I'm going to stop and start another one, because that'll be an hour video. We're going on an hour so far. This is taking way too long to do these simple things, but I mean, it is what it is. But yeah, this is going to be one listing in my Etsy store, and I need to have 250. So sounds easy on paper. Let's take a look at this and see if we're the same size here, which I believe it is, because like I said, it's taken forever. So properties 407. It was 700 something. So, but I think that's just because Photoshop compressed it and is a little better at saving the file than what it was. So anyway, that should be fine. Our zoom is, yeah, it's still an amazing quality photo. Way good for a freaking puzzle. So we're going to take this $43.95, $34.50. Okay, $43.95, $34.50. 43.4 megabytes. Okie dokie. Okie dokie is what we're doing there. File, save as. We're going to go back to $43.95. I hate that end things. $43.95 by $34.50. Octopus. Save. Okay. And then back to this, and get rid of that. Upload from my device, $43.95, $34.50. Shouldn't be as long to upload. It's only 50 megabytes. Still good file size. I'll probably order one of these to see the quality. Make sure that, you know, I'm not selling a bunch of crap. I do want to order one, make sure the puzzle pieces are decent and you know, halfway decent for print on demand. I've done some print on demand stuff and been pretty happy with it, and stuff that I've just got for myself. So I think these will be all right. But now see, that takes it still pretty big on the outside, but at least this lets you resize it quite a bit better. Right there. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Looks pretty good. So that one's nice and outside my borders everywhere. So that looks good. So we've got that one. We're going to yeah. Looks good. Save that product. Okay. Edit design again, and then we're doing the 110. Now the 110, I mean, I feel like this thing should fit all right? Come on now. Come on now, brown cow. Guess not. Okay, we're adding the design. 3150 by 2550. We're just adding a freaking design. Image size 3150. Was that 2150? 2550. 2550. Okay. Okay. Fit it on screen. Save as. Uh, 3150 by 2550. Octopus. Save. And we're saving. And we're saving, and we're saving, and we're saving. And then we're uploading, and we're uploading, and we're uploading, and we're uploading. So we got that. Add a design, my device, 3150, 2550. Come on, Lee. Okay. Boom. Again, we're outside the thingamabob a little bit. We're just going to do a little of that. Do a little of that. Make it a little bit smaller. And I think we're pretty good. I mean, I'd rather have my fish in there than anything else. So I would say that looks good. I mean, we got a little tiny bar there, a little tiny bar there. Nothing there. Nothing there. Let's go. Let go. Where? Can't grab it. No, I can't grab it. Whatever. Okay. We're saving that. We're saving that. We're saving it. All right. We've got it. Edited our design. We've got all it. Why isn't it? Why doesn't it have a blue thing? Save as draft. Why do they all have blue things, but this one doesn't have a blue thing now? Add a design, my device. 3150 to 2550. Trash this one. So stupid. Now they all have blue things over this one. Why does this one have a blue thing now? I want a little blue thing by it. Add a design. Squeeze it in a little bit. Squeeze it out a little bit. Right? That's where we want it. Okay? Looks good, right? Yeah, looks good. Looks good, right? Yeah, looks good. Looks good, right? Yeah, looks good. It all looks good. Okay? Yeah, looks good. Save. Save. Okay? It says, if I go back to design, okay, yeah, that's what it looks like. Looks great. Go back to edit design. Currently editing the, oh, okay, so the default design, is the 110 piece puzzle. Okay, so there's not a little thing down here that says revert. This is currently editing a variant specific. This is default design. Okay, so it looks good. So we're good. Saving the product. What does this say? Download design template. Preview. Looks good. Now see, this is what I don't like. I don't like this box. When you look at this, which this is just a 100 piece box, but this is just a cheap box. Realistic. Bright and colorful. I don't see a difference. Okay, so 100 piece box. See, now I like this. I like this box. Yeah, I like the way that looks. Yeah, see, it's got my fish on there and everything. So hopefully that works. 520 piece. Now its box is the same. Has my fish on there. So that should be fine. And then the 1014. See, it's got the fish on there too. I don't know if that's actually going to show up because it showed it's getting it cut off a little bit. So hopefully it is on there, but I hope there's not a border. That's what I don't want. I don't want a white border around it anywhere. That's my only, the only thing I'm worried about is I don't want a white border around it anywhere. So, we'll go back to edit. Which, man, I guess I should probably change it. I think I need it outside that. So, I mean, simple enough on this one. It just is what it is. It just needs to, I think I just need to fill. Okay, what's that? Okay, so we're yeah, no white borders anywhere. No white borders. Oh, see, and I drag that, and then it freaking jumps, and yeah, so we're good. I mean, that's perfect. That is perfect, right? Right? That's perfect. Okay, save. Edit design, 520. 520 is, I wouldn't want a white border on my puzzle. Okay. Shouldn't be any white borders here. I need to make it a little bit bigger here. You can do it small increments, but you can't do it in like a actual drag. Okay, so should I? Still thinking I need to, yeah. Can't do it no more. See, it's just, I don't know if my fish is going to be in there, because if it cuts my fish right there, which I mean, I guess that doesn't matter too much. I just want it to be right. If I'm making it, I want it to be right. A lot of people don't care, but I want it to be right. Okay. 252. 252 looks good. 252 is covered everywhere. 110's fine. Nah. 110 is not fine. So how do we edit this? Where do I click to edit it? See, that's, okay, everything drags it now. How do I want to edit it. Edit. Okay, so I click out down there. There we go. Move it over just a tad bit. We're right outside the lines on everything. Yeah, okay. Save that product. I'm gonna go back and double check my 252. We're great. Check my 520. We're great. Check my 1014. We're great. All right. I'm gonna stop the video here. We're at 1 hour and 4 minutes. Next video, I'm going to do my titles and everything, and then we will see if we can get this listing live. Yeah, I will see you guys in the next one. If you have any questions, give me some comments, give me some feedback on maybe a different way I can do this better or faster, or if you want to subscribe to the channel and follow along with me, I'm gonna try to get my store to, I don't know, a couple hundred listings, and over a couple months, see if I can sell anything, just to see if this is a viable means of maybe getting a little side income. I've got some time here, and I've seen a lot of people that have been doing this, so I'm going to try it out myself. I'm going to, kind of put it through the steps and do some due diligence and see if it will work. But yeah, if you liked it at all, if I wasn't too boring, Again, this is my very first YouTube video, my very first video of anything, my very first time trying to use Etsy. I am going to be doing some more, so let me know what you guys think, or if there's anything I can do different, or yeah, any of that. So I will probably be back here in just a minute recording the second part of this little series thing. But till then, thanks for watching.